Hey guys, this is SquiddyVon, and welcome back to .GameTV. In this video, we'll be looking at the scale and map size of Starfield, which we learned some details about in Microsoft's Xbox June showcase. Make sure to check out the earlier videos in this series. There's a playlist on my channel page so you can easily watch them all in one shot. Also make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the remaining parts of my full breakdown series and tons of other Starfield content. Okay, so how big is Starfield? Let's ask Todd Howard.
And you may be wondering, just how big is this game? So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you.
The scale of the map was one of the most unexpected elements for Starfield fans, and it revealed a ton of new information, so let's dive in. Todd tells us to take an example planet like Jemison of the Alpha Centauri system. When in orbit, we have the option to land in New Atlantis, but we also have the option to land and explore, quote, anywhere on the planet. And that doesn't just go for Jemison, it goes for any planet in this system, and further than that, any planet in any of the systems you can travel to, including over 1,000 planets. Now, I'll have another video dedicated to talking about 1,000 planets and how this could be achievable and what positives and negatives different implementations can have. What I want to do in this video, though, is detail some of the gameplay elements shown on just how we can go about exploring those 1,000 planets. So when we open our galaxy map, we can see information listed for the planet we currently have selected, in this case Jemison. We can see in the top left, we only have 15% of the planet survey completed. I've talked before about how this game will be a nightmare for completionists, and with this survey mechanic and over 1,000 worlds, completionist's job just got that much harder. For each planet in our map, we can see various pieces of information describing the world. We can see the type, in this case for Jemison, is rock. We can also see that Jemison has a slightly lower than Earth gravity, a temperate temperature, an O2 atmosphere, and an unknown magnetosphere. We can also see information for life, like fauna and flora, and information about the water system. We also have the option to hit an input for scan, which we really don't know yet much about how scanning works, if it is more like Mass Effect where you have to choose specific spots on the planet, or if the scan is applied to the planet as a whole. We can also see these yellow arrows over New Atlantis indicating that New Atlantis is our current destination. And we have the option to land, as well as options for show me, which could be for more detail or to center the view on what you currently have selected. There are also options for set landing target and clear route. Jemison isn't the only planet we get to see in the demo either. We also get to see a shot of Chala, a moon of the Saturn-looking gas giant Olivas, which is a small icy world with no life. This surface shown later in the gameplay trailer could also belong to Chala. It's pretty spectacular looking. The other planet we get to see is Gagarin, which is a rocky Earth-like world with moderate life. Just looking at the images, it appears to be a more earthy, warmer world with less water. One other thing about Chala and Gagarin is, along with Jemison, these worlds are all named after astronauts of historical significance, which is a cool tie-in that I think only makes the world more immersive. Looking at the map for the Alpha Centauri system, we can see in the top left a small map of the system showing each planet as well as how many moons each planet has. It also lets us know our survey percentage for the entire system, which is likely a product of the survey percentages for the different planets and moons. Also in the top right, we can see that we are in United Colonies space, so you know when exploring what faction controls the star system you are in or plan on visiting. As we zoom out further to the greater galaxy map, we can see many different systems available to explore. Todd tells us there are over 100 systems in Starfield, again totaling over 1,000 planets, which may also include moons. We can see in the top left for each star system, we can again see the planet layout, but additional information like spectral class, temperature, mass, radius, magnitude, planets, moons, and also how many outposts we have built in that system. From what I can tell, some of the names of these systems are real and some are made up. The ones named in the trailer include Alpha Centauri, Nerion, Cheyenne, Jaffa, Voli, and Parima. You'll also note that one of those systems is Sol, aka the Sun. So it does look like the solar system will be available for travel, so returning to Earth looks like a very real possibility. but what state it will be in when we get there, we just don't know yet. Also, this opens up another possibility, which is that all the larger planets and moons in our solar system, like Mars, Pluto, Europa, Titan, may be fully explorable as well, which is incredibly cool. Mars at least appears to be confirmed, as we see in this scene with our player walking past the Spirit rover, which was launched by NASA in 2004. I'm hoping I'll basically get to relive the movie Europa Report and walk on the moon's icy surface with Jupiter looming large in the background. The possibilities are endless, and you could say that there is even some educational value in getting to know our solar system a little better. So Starfield is going to be big. Very big. Preposterously big. Like I mentioned before, we don't know exactly how these map sizes will work for different planets, or if you'll be able to walk away from New Atlantis and just circle the planet Jemison on foot and end right back up in New Atlantis without a loading screen. All of that is just far from certain, and I'll be covering that topic more in another video. What we do know, though, is that even if the playable areas of each planet are minuscule, this is still going to be one of the largest video games ever produced, and Starfield's map size will still dwarf any other previous Bethesda game. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Starfield's universe and how you think exploring over 100 systems and 1,000 planets will be. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, as in my next and final video of the series, I'll be talking about all of these random locations shown here, as well as Starfield's crafting system and anything else I left out. Let me know with a like or a dislike if you're enjoying the series. That's all for now, guys. I'll be back again soon with another Starfield video. This is Squiddy Vaughn, and this is .GameTV.